Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Loretta. You sound a bit worse for wear with your voice, but I'm sure we're going to get through this.
Yeah, for everyone watching, I'm not feeling all that well today. I'm pretty sure you can tell.
Oh, this is everyone out there, all the entrepreneurs. This is a classic case of do whatever it takes to get things done, and even when you're not feeling well, Loretta's on here, still doing it. I know we're only going to be on for a few minutes, but we're still doing it. We're trying to help you guys with the this this last month, and today is the finishing point for time management and productivity, which is something that we've been talking about this last few weeks, and we're going to just conclude today. And Loretta was asking me, just to save her voice, Loretta was asking me about really was one thing that we could finish off with this segment of time management. And I was just thinking about, I remember a client of mine quite a few years ago, and she was always saying that she'd go around in circles, and it was causing her anxiety and stress because things never seemed to get finished or done. And she, when we're consumed with stuff, so we haven't finished a document we're going to write, or we're meant to do a poster for our campaign, or we want to do something for our website, and we get sort of obsessed with it. We just can't let it go. We really we can't do anything. We can't eat, sleep until we finish this. Until this is done, we don't stop. And I'm sure it's happened to you, Loretta, and it's happened to me. And one thing I mentioned to this client, then I said, well, you're using all this time, but how productive are you? How much do you think your time you're wasting? And she said, well, to be honest, I'm just getting annoyed with myself, and yeah, I'm not getting it done. I just keep almost collapsing at my desk, and I want to get things done, and I want to be able to call more customers, but I can't even do that because I need to finish this. So we talked, and then I said, well, what about you time, which is me time? What do you do for me time? And then she said, well, what's that?
Wow.
What's me time? I don't have time for me. That's what she was saying. So I'm keen to know anybody out there who's watching this, and if you're watching this the recording, just to type in the box. How much me time do you have? Time for yourself. And so we went through this coaching session, and I asked her what she does, and she said, well, I don't have any me time. I said, well, what about, give me some ideas where you could have me time? And she said, well, perhaps I could run a bath. Perhaps I could just run a bath, and then my teenagers are doing their own thing. I can just leave my business for 5 minutes, just relax. I said, how would that make you feel? She said, I feel good. Okay. But then she said, well, what about my work? Who's going to do that? Well, obviously the old pattern was coming up in her head. So I said, well, what else can you do for me time? And she said, I could go for a drive, and then I could just window shop. She said, just me time, something I haven't done for a long time. Just window shopped, and if I want to buy something, I'll buy something. I said, when was the last time you bought something for yourself? A long time, she said. I've just been working on the business. Okay.
Wow.
When was the last time you were pampered? Said, what's that? So, I said, did you ever get pampered? She said, yeah, I used to get massages. I used to go for beauty and facial treatments. When was the last time you did that? She said, 7 or 8 months ago, last year. So
Wow.
it was endless. The ideas she was coming out, and how long it had been since she'd done that. So she was shocked, Loretta. She was shocked that she'd let herself just go, let herself go. And I said, how do you feel about yourself? She said, well, I'm living in this fear that if I don't get this work done, who else is going to do it? And that was really,
Right.
keeping her locked in her office in a business. So I said, well, I want you to trust me on this. She said, what do you mean? I said, I want you to take a segment of your week for me time. And she said, what do you mean? I said, I want you to take an afternoon or a morning, an entire morning or afternoon every week. And she said, well, I don't know if I can do it an entire. I said, well, she said, well, how much do you mean? I said, well, 2 hours. Can we do 2 hours minimum? So she said, okay, I'm going to do it next week, 2 hours. This week's already booked 2 hours. I said, when's the best time? She said, end of the week. Okay, when? She said, well, got stuff booked on Friday morning. How does Friday morning sound? I said, don't ask me. This is your time.
Ask you.
Yeah. I said, well, what time can you start? She said, well, I'm got a couple of errands to do first thing. Then at 9:30 until 11:30. I said, she said, I'm not available. So I said, how are you going to make yourself not available? If people are going to text you, email you. She said, right, I'm going to have to switch my phone off. I said, is anybody going to die in the meantime? She said, not really. I'm going to have to trust. Exactly. I said, you're going to have to trust. Where were people before mobile phones? So
Right.
the following week then, she did it because she came for her next session the week after. And I said, how did it go? She said, oh, it was amazing. He said, I ended up taking 3 hours off. And I ended up, because I knew I had that Friday me time, because I worked smarter during the week. And she said, once about a word, I was more focused because I knew I had to get this done because Friday I knew I was going to be off in the morning. And I said, were you as productive? Yes, she said. Yes, I got it all done.
Awesome.
And I said, have you repeated it? She said, yeah, I've already, she said, scheduled it because our coaching session was before the Friday, the next week. And she said, I've already scheduled it and I'm already on target to get everything done productively. And she said, I just need to be more focused. I'm really looking forward to this Friday. Good morning. So I saw her then for more sessions, and then a couple of more sessions on the line. I said, how's the me time going? She said, fantastic. She said, I feel like a woman again.
Nice.
Said, wow. What's that mean? She said, well, I've got me time. I managed to meet up with some friends occasionally for coffee, which I was never available for. And they're all in business. They made me time, but I never thought before this it was necessary, she said. But she said, I feel before the weekend, I feel refreshed. And I feel good about myself. I said, describe good about yourself. And then she said, I was defining myself by my business. You know?
I think a lot of us do that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us do that.
Yeah.
And we fail to realize how important having that time is.
Yeah.
Like for me, I schedule time on my calendar like I would a meeting. And I do it every day. Even if it's just for an hour.
It's fantastic. Yeah. And me too. I'm the same. And this lady, let's call her Karen. She said, I feel like Karen. I don't feel like I don't feel like managing director Karen. I feel like Karen. Good. So what else is Karen? She said, well, Karen looks after herself. Karen has some self-love. I said, what are you going to do in the forthcoming week? She said, I'll have time to read a book. She said, I can read a book, go to a coffee place by myself and read a book. So I thought, brilliant. So, for everyone out there, the lesson really from that was, can you, if you haven't already, can you just have a little 5-minute think about where in your week can you factor in, make an appointment with yourself where no one else is included. So make an appointment with yourself where no one else is included, where you can just have you time. And the whole idea really is to trust yourself, trust that something is looking after you out there, whether you want to call it spirit, God, universe, whatever, yes, I'm getting better at me time. So me time is trusting, because your business is not going to run away in those couple of hours. And really you have to trust. When you go to sleep at night, You trust you're going to wake up in the morning. You trust you're going to see your kids. We trust that your car's going to be on the driveway, hopefully. So so we have to trust. And what I found out is, this is what I do every day. I wake up, I have me time, and I have to be honest. I don't work for the first 2-3 hours of the day. I have to get into a great space so that when I work, I'm in that good space, which means for me, I go running. So it's not for everyone, but I go running. I feel good. And I then have a nice coffee. I feel good, and I meditate for a few minutes. I feel good. Now, it may be different for you, whoever it is out there is watching this, but if you can just take time out, and I always think that good time is in the morning, even if you've got kids or a wife or a husband, you can still get that you time somewhere, somewhere. And I know someone who recently told me that they go to the car. Even they just get in the car and maybe just drive around the corner and they just breathe, and listen to an audiobook. Sometimes we got to do stuff, especially during this time we're in, where we got to have me time. And secondly, then, so that's your morning stuff done. The second thing really is to think about where in the week can you actually factor in, make a date with yourself. If you're a man out there, if you're a woman out there, it doesn't matter.
That's good.
Make a date. Make a date for you, because you would love people to love you. You like people liking you, but you've got to start with yourself. The first person to like you has got to be you. And everyone out there watching, you are worth it. Loretta is worth it. I am worth it, which is, we're a human being, but we have energy and time, and that time won't come back. So let's factor in. I will say to everyone out there, I challenge you. How much time do you waste in a week? Maybe on social media, or maybe on doing unnecessary tasks and things. Could you delete those and put in me time? Put in some precious time for you guys, like the Pat Benatar song, Precious Time. So if you can put in some precious time, and then that time is yours. And please put this on airplane mode so that you're not, there's no point you sitting there in the bath or you're going for a walk and you're on standby. It's still not your time. You're up the agenda of someone else. So take yourself out the agenda, and the agenda should be you. Hope that's helpful to everyone out there.
I think that's very helpful, David. I know, like for me, I take that time in the morning. Hey, I take that time in the morning, which is why I wake up super early. And it's not taking a jog. I'm not running or anything, but I may like read a book, or I may pray or drink a cup of coffee or something like that. So it is helpful to start your day off giving yourself time first, making time for yourself first.
Yes. So. And also, just to remind to everyone, listen, you want to win at the game of business, of course. This is what we're at, but win first in the morning. Small wins, a beautiful coffee, nice walk, and a song on through your headphones. These are small wins, because guess what? You've already won the day when you've started well.
That is so true. David, thank you as always. I am so excited because, give us some more information. When is this Mindset Academy coming out? What are we? I know you said it was $1, $1.
Yes, coming out next week, guys. It's finished. It's done. I'm adding more trainings to it. I am super excited, really excited actually. Can I share the screen?
Actually, absolutely.
Let me share the screen to show everyone quickly. I didn't think I'd be sharing the screen, so let's see. Let's see. I will show everyone. I will show everyone the membership. So I am excited because it's the first Mindset Academy I've ever launched, and I'm launching it next week. And it's going to look like this. The screen. Let's have a look. Okay, this is the back end of it. So this is what only I see normally. And Launch Builder and the Mindset Academy. I just show a preview. So yeah, guys, this is launching next week, and I'm going to be able to show you. So yeah, I mean, this is the main page. When you're a member, you get the welcome video.
Hello, David Rahman here. I am super pumped, super happy that you're here. Congratulations. You're inside the Mindset Academy.
So the Mindset Academy we've got here self-confidence, manage your emotions. These programs are worth thousands actually on their own, but they're all in here. How to overcome panic attack, how to start valuing yourself, the morning
Public speaking.
Public speaking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, public speaking is there. The delivering great presentations, productivity, how to stop procrastinating, the how to dominate your programs going in there, the bonuses, 12 videos, the overcoming anxiety program, how to not take things personally, perfectionism, people pleasing. It's all in there. Mindset meditations are going in there. So there's a lot of stuff going in there, guys, and you're going to have access 14 days for $1. So everyone out there, if you're looking, this is like I've never done this before. This $1. I'm starting next week when the academy opens, and basically imagine a library full of programs that normally you'd pay hundreds for each program. You've got access for $1, 14 days. After that is $67 a month, which is like $2 a day, but you get access to that. And then the second part of that, I'm pleased to say, is I'll be going live in there with special guests like Loretta, who will be going through the mindset of entrepreneurs and the finance. So world-class experts like Loretta. So it's really exciting. And for you guys, it's going to be just $1, and you can try it out. And if you do decide, you can cancel anytime, or you can join and you can cancel it. There's no contract. That's what I'm saying. So as an entrepreneur, it's a really great investment in yourself. That's what we're trying to say.
And the funny thing is, and I don't know if people realize this, but it is a tax write-off. I'm not an accountant or anything like that, but anything that you spend on your business, even if it's educational, it is a tax write-off. It's an expense for your business. You can write this off.
That's true.
That's the beauty of it. It's like, oh, it's helping me personally as well as professionally, and it's a tax write-off.
It's a tax write-off. You don't pay to the taxman. You use it for yourself instead, which is win-win for everyone. Yeah, this is. I hope everybody's enjoyed today in terms of me time. You're as precious as anyone else. You're as precious as your children, your husband, your mum, your dad. And it does start with valuing yourself and your time. So I think next week we're starting the morning mindset, I believe, next Wednesday. Loretta?
Yes, I am so excited. Hopefully my voice will be back by then. We'll be able to talk about morning mindset and how to get started and get prepared for your day. I know as entrepreneurs, sometimes we struggle with that. Even now, like here, it's 8:24 a.m. And for some entrepreneurs, they struggle with waking up early. Not saying you have to wake up at 4 a.m. like I do, but, waking up early, you get a lot more done. You get to maximize your day. And so we want to talk about that and how to go about doing that.
Yep.
So I'm excited. I am really excited.
I've got an exact process I want to share with everyone, what I do, and I help my clients, and it's easy. Nothing in the morning should be difficult. So
I agree.
Let's make this easy for you guys. Yeah.
I agree. All right, guys, you know what to do. As always, like this video, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We thank you for spending your morning with us. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and we will see you next week. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you, Loretta.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Good morning.